What's the motherfucking deal, man? Welcome to the Den. Glad you could join me today. As you know, I'm your host, Ed Honcho. You want to follow the Den on all the proper social medias. They're listed down below. Got a story I want to talk about today, man. I actually saw this a couple of days ago, and holiday time and everything else that's been going on. Hadn't had a chance to get on it, and I've been telling you I want to get back on the recordings, and so it's not a great way to start, but it's definitely something that needs to be talked about because it goes along the lines of something we talk about often around here. And there was a young lady in Baltimore named Destiny Harrison, 21 years old, young black business owner, beautiful woman, killed over $3,000 worth of fucking weave. I've kind of been on and off my tangents about weave and everything else. It has nothing to do with that on the normal situation, but it just shows you that black people don't give a fuck about black people's lives. We sit here and we holler about the police and we holler about all this other shit. But when it comes to stories like this, it doesn't resonate. It doesn't get as much push because, well, it's us killing us all. That's just how it goes. You know, I was running the other day, and we're going to get to the story. I'm going to pull up a couple of articles here in just a second. But I was running the other day, and I was listening to Tupac, and in my playlist, it came on. Y'all should all know it. But he says, they tell me it's the white man that I should fear, but it's my own kind doing all the killing here. Y'all love Tupac, but y'all don't ever like to recite that line, do y'all? Anyway, it's to the point where we push all these messages. We got to stop ignoring this shit. And let me tell you why this story makes me sad. Like I said, we're gonna get to some of the articles. Let's get into it right now, and then I'll speak on it a little bit more here shortly. All right, and I'll put the links to all these articles in the description below so you can check those out. But Destiny Harrison, a 21-year-old Baltimore business owner, was shot to death this past weekend on December 21st. Now, the beautiful thing about it, you talk about black business, beautiful. A young entrepreneur, beautiful, amazing stuff. Ruined because of people in the neighborhood who lived around there because of their greed, because they can't get up and do it for their fucking selves. Says a couple of things you need to know about her and her tragic death. Her bar was broken into, her Madame D Beauty bar, broken into 12 days before her death. And I'm trying to just kind of skimming through some of this. She told the cops that, she knew who it was. She filed charges on people who broke into her hair store. Stealing $3,000 worth of hair bundles, right? Niggas were robbed for fucking dead hair. She said, I'm scared for my life and my business. And that tells you that she had a love for what she did because her life and her business. And real entrepreneurial spirited people, they love their business like it's a child. Destiny told authorities when she confronted the thieves, one of them held her down while the other one hit and stomped on her after she demanded her property back. You're guilty, you file, you're the wrong one in this situation, but you're mad because you got caught. And that's what I'm telling you. Niggas don't give a fuck. It ain't no, oh, hey, my bad. It ain't no none of that. It's, I want what you got. Fuck your life. I don't care if it's your fucking Jordans. I don't care if it's your fucking weave. I don't care if it's your fucking purse, whatever the fuck it is. Niggas value materialistic bullshit over the lives of other black people. And so that's why I say I've been preaching to y'all for a long time. It has to be a point where you start to separate. And there may be some things that niggas do that you enjoy doing. But you have to start separating to differentiate yourself from them. And there has to be a change. But anyway, also revealed to the police that the suspect lived near her salon. She personally knew one of them. So this is somebody that you knew. So not only is it just somebody being greedy, somebody who watching you, and they tell you it's the people that are around you that'll do you bad, and that's unfortunate. Instead of supporting her business, they'd rather ruin her business. So 2 suspects were later arrested on charge of assault, theft, and burglary. Come back a couple of days later. Called to the bar 6 p.m. on Saturday, December 21st. I'm pretty sure people there getting their hair, want to get looking good for the holidays and all that other good stuff. They found Miss Destiny unresponsive with a gunshot wound to the head. She later died at the hospital. They have not arrested anyone in connection, but they revealed that there were witnesses inside the salon, and they encouraged them to speak up. But hey, that's that no snitching shit, right? You got to keep it gangster all the time. If you are not involved in a criminal enterprise, and you are an innocent civilian, you just a regular person, man, you want your life to be safe because you could be just like Miss Dead. You could be the fucking next one. You better fucking say something. Otherwise, this shit perpetuate. You think you keeping it gangster because you listening to the music or whatever else. And I don't care who doesn't like what the fuck I'm saying. The cops will do bad stuff to it because we're doing bad stuff to each other. And this is that bullshit that continues to go on. So you value the lives of whomever did this, more so than this young woman who we always talk about, oh, we don't have black business, we don't have this, we don't have that. Because when we try to do something, and this is why I tell you also to differentiate the businesses that you get into, because it's certain stuff that niggas are going to be prone to. Like if you are starting a black business, don't make it a black business catered to black people. And you can get mad about me saying this because this is the type of shit that happens. We see it happen over and over again. You holler about, oh, all the Asians have all the hair stores in the neighborhood. Well, what's what happened when a black woman opened? What they rob it. And then they kill the woman. It's fucking, it's unbelievable, man, the stuff that happens. So, you know, somebody's got to know something. Please come forward. Destiny's uncle, Dwayne McQueen, said, we need to get these demonic souls here. They need to pay for their crime. There's no doubt about that. In the name of Jesus, there's no doubt. Like I said, here's a young lady, pretty young lady. Like I said, she has a picture, just recently had a daughter, 1-year-old daughter who apparently, it's more in the other article. I'm going to jump to that. And, you know, there's just some pictures and things like that. Destiny's mom, Raquel Harrison, got her granddaughter from child services after Destiny's death and will have custody of the child. She loved her daughter. It was the light of her life, most pivotal moment in her life. Destiny's mother also said she felt her daughter's presence through the young baby. My baby's still with me. Like I say, man, just it's terrible, man. And like I say, if you have information, if you know something, you know, say something. You know, the thing about it is, it's crazy because when you talk about stuff like this, niggas get mad at you. When you talk about issues like this, don't talk about these things. And we need to stop fucking doing shit like this to each other. It's fucking disgusting. And like I say, this just, you know, kind of goes more into it. The mom's talked about it. Said she wanted to be known as a legend for doing hair. And if that's something you have a passion about, and I understand if you have a skill, you have a passion for it. I'm not telling you, hey, if you can make money doing it, do it. But diversify, because you see situations like this all the time. Family just wants the violence in the city to stop. But we already know a lot of things about Baltimore, things you hear about Baltimore. And we've talked with a lot of people on the live streams. You know, we do live every night at 10 p.m. Central from Baltimore who corroborated these things. So I mean, it's not just the news trying to poke fun at it. It's not Trump. It has nothing to do with it. It has everything to do with niggas in Baltimore not giving a fuck about shit. And like I say, if you support and you protect, we talk about sheep and wolves, and you're a sheep trying to protect wolves like this, eventually they turn around, they're going to eat your ass too. So, you know, it is what it is. But again, this kind of just correlates more on the same story. Earlier this month, filed charges, and it's just, like I say, it's just a bunch of crazy shit. It's very unfortunate. But but like I said, I'll put the links to all of that in the description so you can check it out. But I'm just speaking on all this because I want to know your thoughts, man. Like, I don't care what race you are. Anybody can speak on violence and ignorance and whatever it may be. But as a black person, I mean, I'm tired of all the shit, because I mean, we can talk about the stats, we can talk about the numbers, we can deliberately want to ignore it because it doesn't make us feel good. But there's the truth. We're doing more of this to each other than any fucking cop shootings, any cop murders, any of this stuff. Because this shit is happening every day. Not just gangsters shooting gangsters, it's innocent people getting caught up in the crossfire, kids getting caught up in the crossfire. You hear it all over the country. Every day it's another story. Young children are getting revenge on somebody, I think a 9-year-old, I want to say in Chicago, they got revenge, they killed the guy's son because they couldn't get to him. I mean, you hear these stories time and time again. Innocent people. Which I want to get mad about the stories. A lot of the stories where there's some questionable activities involved, and that gets you caught in the crosshairs of the law. And I'm not saying that all of it's justified. Some of it, there are a lot of cases there that you must question. But there's also a lot of cases where niggas were known criminals, and y'all were trying to validate this shit. Like, this is the ignorance. I don't care who doesn't like it. There's a point where niggas and black people, and niggas can be of any race, I'm just not, but black niggas, you gotta start fucking separating. You gotta separate yourself. Otherwise you get caught up in shit like this. If you have skills, if you have talent, if you have whatever it is, diversify, sell yourself to everybody, not just to black people. Get yourself in the best position possible, because it's hatred, it was envy, jealousy from whoever it was, people that she knew that came and stole from her and then took this young woman's life. I guarantee there's a correlation between the people who got arrested and the murder. Absolutely. It wasn't just a random murder. They're upset that she told on them because they got caught for stealing, for doing something despicable. They're mad about that, and they're mad at her. They took her life. What is that going to change? They're mad because they couldn't get up and get it like she got it. They were envious. Their jealousy made them want to beat her, steal from her, and then take her life. And it may not be those two individuals, but I'm guaranteed it's somebody related to them, somebody close in their circle. Again, this is unfortunate. I'd like to know your thoughts, man, in the comment section below. Let me know how you feel about this one. Like I said, I think this is a tragedy that takes place time and time again. We hear these stories too often, but yet nothing happens, nothing changes. We're upset for a couple of days, and then life goes on. And if we don't value our own lives, we're going to talk about Black Lives Matter and all this. If black people don't value black lives, how can you be worried about other people valuing them? Because this is the shit that goes on every fucking day, all over the fucking country. Anyway, it's your boy Ed Honcho. Again, follow if you want the updates for all the proper den information. Ed Honcho HTX on Instagram and Twitter. Go to Den Show Live, like the page, the Facebook page. Come join the Facebook group where we talk about a lot of stuff. Make sure you join us live every night, 10 p.m. Central. We go live. We open up the phone line. You can discuss your thoughts on the conversation at hand or whatever the topic is for that night. Everybody's more than welcome. Shout out to all the Den folk who come through each and every night, man. I appreciate y'all. And as we start getting some momentum going into this 2020, a lot more content from the Den coming at you. And I appreciate everybody who's been on the journey so far. But again, rest in peace, Miss Destiny Harrison. Again, an unfortunate life loss because of greed, envy, and jealousy in our own fucking communities. We got to do better. Period. I mean, that's all. Y'all be cool like y'all be cool, man. Until next time, I'm out.